Hello everyone, VJose32 back once again with another look at what is going on, what's on deck, and what's going on in the world of playing cards. Let's start off with a rundown of what's on Kickstarter right now. I'll try to keep it brief and quick. A Royal Pulp playing cards from playingcards.net, very well funded, 6 days remaining. I should point out there is a special limited edition set of Royal Pulp playing cards that you can get that are going to be produced by MPC, Make Playing Cards, that have the glossed, embossed tuck cases and faces, as you can see, just like the previous MPC project, which I reviewed. It looks very nice. They are pricey, $40 Canadian, $35 in the US. $42 the rest of the world. I guess it's okay. It's $20 each with shipping for Canada, I guess. A little bit less for the US. And they're definitely, really cool looking. I'm not sure if there's any remaining though, but I will find out soon because I'm trying to get some myself. Thrones, fan-based design playing cards from A Realm of Cards, which is a Game of Thrones inspired deck, printed by Make Playing Cards, funded, 4 days remaining. Surprised this one has not been shut down. I guess it's okay. They're not using the Game of Thrones name. It's got fan-based art. It could receive a cease and desist, but it hasn't so far. Bicycle pinup playing cards from Classics Playing Cards, which is the son of Mike from Collectible Playing Cards, is 98% funded, 3 days to go. It should fund. Bicycle Vintage Royals from Collectible Playing Cards is 25% funded, 26 days to go. Going a little bit slow. We'll see what happens. It's a quarter of the way, still lots of time. The other deck, the Bicycle Stained Glass, has funded. Architect Playing Cards from Jared Hansen, really cool deck, the Blueprint Edition, with a special red prototype edition to be available at some point in time. It's currently 74% funded, 20 days to go. It should fund, just a matter of time. I do have a review on my channel from a couple of days ago of the prototype, which you can check out. It's a really cool deck. I like it. Omnia Playing Cards from Third Way Industries, which has 3 different decks, is very well funded, as you can see. Over 300% with 17 days still to go. Olympia Playing Cards from Steve Minty is also very well funded. 5 days to go. That Underworld deck has been unlocked, so there's 2 decks available. Then there's Pokemon Metal Playing Cards from Jade Gal. It's 1% funded, 28 days to go. That's about as good as it's going to do. I don't see it doing very well. Not very much artwork. As you can see, there is this King of Bolts, Lightning, whatever, and an Ace of Fire or something. And then you see a pretty horrible one-way back design. $7,500 goal. I do not think that's going to be achieved. If it was like $1,000, maybe. $7,500, not a chance in hell. It looks like the suits are the Fire, Water, Leaf, and Electric, because of Pikachu. And here you go again. Not to mention, this one could also have all sorts of legal issues, which they have not seemed to have addressed. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the name Pokemon is copyrighted and that they can't just use Pokemon. Not to mention, the images could be a legal issue as well. Not that it's going to fund anyway, but that is what it is. Glitz 2.0 from Soleil Zombrum. I think I mentioned it before. 52% funded, 11 days to go. 2 decks available. And apparently they've created the artwork to make it even glitchier than ever and to make it less headache-inducing. And to be printed by Legends. Time will tell if this one will happen. 11 days remain. It was a 15-day project. It's been 4 days. It's 52% funded. However, it has slowed down funding-wise. It's still soaring. It's going to fund very well, but we'll see what happens. Mythic Instinct Playing Cards from Alexa Bussieri is 74% funded. 15 days to go in that one. Not a big fan of it. I don't think there's even artwork for the back design posted yet. I mean, I guess it's okay. They put some effort into it, but it's not great. I'm not interested. But it's fun. Cultura playing cards, which is a relaunch from Mankin Chan. 54% funded, 12 days to go. That means they need about 3,000 euros. I don't think it's going to happen. And I think there's been a real lack of promotion from the creator. Maybe he gave up. I don't know. Then there's Animagic playing cards from Roman Kotiv to be produced by Nora Arts. 73% funded, 18 days to go. It should happen, just a matter of time. Then there's Legends of Four Kingdoms by Legends Playing Card Company, which is not an actual deck. It's a game. It's a card game. I don't even really know how many cards are in it. The tuck case is the nicest part about it. But if you're just into collecting playing cards, you're probably not going to be interested. I know I'm not. 36% funded, 14 days to go. Don't know if it's going to happen. It's going pretty slowly, and I don't see too many people in the card community having a lot of interest in it. Bicycle Lumberjacks 2nd edition from Vadim Svolinensky. 64% funded, 12 days to go. Going a little bit slow. It has not been getting a lot of funding, much like the previous attempt. We'll see if it happens or not. Pixels video game playing cards from Alex Padilla Jr. Not a very good deck. 7% funded, 52 days to go. Excessively long project. I do not understand the need for that. And I do not think it's going to benefit the creator a whole lot. $5,000 goal, and it's not looking good. I don't care how many days it has. I don't think it's going to make it. But all the early birds are gone, apparently, most of them. Apparently there was a second chance for the early birds as well, because apparently that's all he's selling. It's very pixelated deck of cards, as you can see, video game inspired. It's already been done by Home Run Games multiple times, and probably better, in my opinion. I'm just one-way court cards like that, not very good. And then it's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it myself. They have stretch goals for a second deck, which is not going to happen. You don't be lucky if this one funds, never mind the second one. To be printed by MPC, which apparently has over 30 years in the video game printing business. Video game printing? Okay. This guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. Pass. Apocalyptic Suits, playing cards for the end of the world. I thought we already had the end of the world. From Monk Baird, 16% funded, 19 days to go. Not doing well at all. I don't understand why. It's not a bad looking deck. Untied States, capitalist playing cards from Ember Waves, and YouTuber How to Do Card Tricks 101. It is funded with 8 days to go. I'm not extremely pleased with the fact that it received like $5,000 or $6,000 of funding within like 2 days, like a week ago or so. It seems really odd and suspicious, and I do not like that. And I've tried contacting him on Kickstarter and also via email to find out what the hell is going on, and I've gotten 0 responses, which I also do not like. And by the way, there was some guy posting on one of his more recent videos on YouTube that some other guy, Chunks, my hero, whatever, is me. That is not me. I am not that guy. He is not me. So stop being an idiot. Let's move on. Then there's these Cthulhu playing cards, which is not an actual regular deck of cards, so we're not even going to bother. I'm not going to bother worrying about it, but it looks like it may or may not fund. Bicycle Celtic Math playing cards, the third deck from Culturland Enterprises. 35% funded, 11 days to go. It's not looking too good right now. It's been very slow to fund. And I think this is the second attempt already. Then there's Dimensional playing cards from Kamau Exam. 2 different decks with a bicycle stretch goal. I think these are going to be made by MPC. 30% funded, 15 days to go. Not looking very good for that one's future. I'm not a big fan of it myself. One-way back designs and just weird faces. Yeah. Pass. Chivalry playing cards by Design Imperator is very well funded, over 200%, 10 days to go. 2 different decks, as you can see. Well, 2 different colors anyways. And to be printed by Legends. Aztec Codex playing cards from Emmanuel Valtierra. With an Aztec theme, very cool back design, and the faces are pretty nice as well. It's very well funded, 27 hours to go. It's going to be made by MPC. They did not get the stretch goals for a different printing company, which is fine. It's better than nothing. And then there's this Burn Experiments deck, Rustech inspired playing cards by Warren Thackeray. 3% funded, 44 days to go, and I pointed this out to him. 44-day project, a long project does not guarantee any more success. For $15,000 goal, it's going very slowly, and I do not see it happening. This is the only image he's posted so far. It's of a couple of faces. Not very good. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think a whole lot of card collectors or magicians are looking for a deck like this, in my opinion. And so far the backing is showing that. And very few people have actually gotten early birds or anything. Apparently, it will be putting this. They will be doing USPC when they get enough money. Although they did not have that listed in the project before. They say that the artwork is done and that they have a fulfillment company appointed. They say they've been planning this for many months now with solid advice from successful Reed sold more than $100,000 worth of cards from a single playing card project, KS campaigners. They're actually referring to Dead on Paper, who actually, somebody from Dead on Paper gave them advice. The advice they're referring to that they told me in an email is for having a 45-day project. My advice is that doesn't make a big difference. I have seen it multiple times. Lame decks of cards. Decks of cards are not very good. They have 40, 50, 60-day projects. They do not fund. Most projects receive the bulk of their funding within the first few days and the last few days, within the first week and the last week. Having extra weeks, extra days in between that is not going to get you extra funding. Not a whole lot, especially if your deck is just not that good. They did say before, although they removed it, that they had a backup plan if they did not receive enough funding. However, this is Kickstarter, not Indiegogo. So if you do not fund, you do not get the $15,000 goal, you get no money. Unlike Indiegogo, where if you don't hit your goal, you still get the money. Whether you keep it or not is up to you, but you do get the money. On Indiegogo, I believe, whether or not you hit the goal. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe that's the way it works. I know other, funding sites are like that, or can be like that. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out. I don't think this one's going to happen. Oh, I should point out, there was some artwork posted in an update yesterday, actually updates. He posted a whole bunch of updates. Here is the aces. I'll show you the backs. Excuse me, I apologize. There's your backs. One way, horrible. It's an ink blot brain. I can understand that being on the back design, but why not just make it like a mirror image or something? That would be at least a little bit better and more usable. And why not post these pictures on the project instead of just an update? People go to the project page, they're going to see nothing except for this, and they're going to pass. Goodbye. Moving along, I apologize for ranting on that one a bit, but I felt it was necessary. Granley playing cards from Roman Kotiv and Noir Arts is very well funded, 7 days to go. Startup Founder playing cards from Red Bean Inc., 32% funded, 41 days to go. I do not think it's going to happen. I hope it's not going to happen. because I do not see positive things about this one. First of all, you got potential legal issues with using actual people on the court cards, like this guy, King of Apples, founder of Apple. And then you got, what was that, Hillary Clinton? Oh, sorry, Ariana, I guess. Looks like Hillary Clinton. And other people that, they might not exactly be happy with somebody using their images. This is my biggest issue right here. Fund us to finish up 12 more characters and get the decks printed for you. They're not going to produce any more artwork until the deck is funded. That is a major, major no-no in my opinion. And to me, I have to question, what incentive is this creator going to have to finish the artwork after they've taken your money? They might as well, it's like paying someone to do a job before they've done the job. You don't pay someone $10,000 to come do work on your house before they've done the work. You pay them a little bit of money, and then once the project is done, you pay the rest. Or you pay everything after the project is done. It kind of works the same way here. What incentive is this guy going to have to finish the artwork after he's collected the money? He could just take the money and say, goodbye. So to that I say, red flag, do not back. I do not recommend it. It could be a scam. At the very least, major, potential for issues. He's even got a red dot on there. Red alert. Stay away. Do not recommend it. Just wanted to point that out. I did not see that before when I originally looked at the project, but now that I've seen it, you stay away. That's my recommendation. American Bibliodeck, wonderful Wizard of Oz edition by Eological Associates, 36% funded, 14 days to go. Does not look like it's going to fund. Biopti Sonic Me by Stanley Weddington, 93% funded, 10 days to go. Looks like it will fund. I don't understand it myself. I could just do this myself on Zazzle or through NPC and cut out the middleman, so why bother? Then there is 40 Years of Fear Bicycle Jaws playing card from Scott King and Crooked King's Cards. Not doing very well. 52% funded only with 33 days to go. I don't think a lot of people are extremely interested in that special limited edition tuck case with missing corners and stuff like that, because it hasn't sold out. People aren't buying it. A lot of early birds still left in this project. Apparently they've upset some people, particularly in Spain, in regards to previous projects. I would have expected this to be funded by now. Surprisingly, it's not. And as you can see, there is still tons of early birds still left. When you got like half of your early birds still left after several days, that's not good. I think this could be a problem. Who wants a tuck case that's missing a corner? I don't. This on the back, that's fine. Wouldn't be the first time. Although I am kind of concerned about how this middle part is being held in place. But the rest, for corner missing, I don't know. It seems like there could be, structural issues with the tuck case. Plus, maybe, I know some people aren't too fond of some of the artwork. The back design is okay. I do like the faces and whatnot, but I'm not too fond of the back design myself. And, it is what it is. I'm surprised it's not doing better. It will fund, I'm certain of it. It's just going to take some time. Book of Shadows, Lost Code of the Turret by the Whale's Belly, 65% funded, 29 days to go. It's going a little bit slow. It may or may not fund. We'll see what happens. And then there's Al Matu playing cards from Nastia KFKS, supposed to be printed by Legends Playing Cards. However, it's not going to happen. 7% funded, 18 days to go. Nobody is interested in paying $17 plus shipping for a deck of cards. And this to me is a case of an artist who feels their artwork is valued a lot more than the backers feel it's valued, or that card collectors feel it's valued at. And it's not going to happen. There is, I believe, but one more, I'll just confirm, deck to look at. It is this one, Stars of Magic Collector's Edition by Lo Scarabeo, who I have seen on Playing Card Database does have other decks that he's done, but this is apparently his first Kickstarter. 26% funded, 26 days to go. It's slowly getting there. I'm not 100% sure who's producing these, but I do know that he has a stretch goal for USB-C printing. Whether or not he gets there is a different story. It's a deck dedicated to the history of Magic and the artists who made it famous and beloved. It looks like there's a 3.5 of Hearts Gaff card with Harry Houdini, which is fine, which can be used for tricks. There's also a white card, a blank card, that can be used to do this, make the cards look blank. There's a one-way back design, as you can see. That's your back design. It's not bad. It's kind of classic looking, traditional looking. A little bit repetitive on the artwork, but it's fine. I got no problem with it. But it is a one-way. Whether or not it's marked, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Apparently 2 decks available, black one and a white one. Not sure how much of a difference there is. I don't know if there's black borders on the black one or not, but the faces are very similar, as we'll see. Actually, they're different. Similar but different, which is fine. One other difference is the white deck has 56 cards. The black deck only has 54 cards. And yeah, they're all here. I'm seeing 3 jokers and a gaff card. So I'm not sure how that's 54. That looks like 56 to me. Yeah, it's a little bit odd. That's 56, not 54. But then the white deck is supposed to have 56 cards, and it's looking like it has 2 jokers, a blank card, and a double backer. So that's pretty cool. There's a magic trick that's included, and there's stretch goals for USB-C printing, and different tricks. And he has videos of these tricks, and you get the gaff cards for them if they hit those stretch goals. Whether or not that's going to happen, I don't know. One more thing to mention, there is a special golden box, which includes both decks, as you can see. It's fine, but I think it's just more affordable just to get both decks without a special unnecessary top case or box. Anyways, here's some of the artwork. It's pretty cool. All it says is that they had a very successful co-production before with this UK-based publisher, Riverhorse, and that they don't foresee any problems. That's going to take about 40 days after the project to print the decks, but it doesn't really say who's printing them other than there's a USB-C stretch goal, so hopefully there's some information added soon. Let's move along. I apologize if the video's a bit long, but you know what? I'll end that there. I'll have another video coming up soon with what's on deck.